Let's go! JJ McCarthy, let's break down his preseason debut. Obviously, he had one last year where he absolutely lit up the Raiders, and now we're rolling out to the left on the boot, and boy, did he love him some Jordan Addison. It's hard not to. That is a very difficult catch right there by the suspended 3rd and 4, and this is on all levels of football, the most common third and medium play. It is mesh, and what happens here is 27 thinks that they are passing off this mesh where he picks up Hawkinson. At least that's what I believe happened here, and Addison is wide open. Obviously, we want to make this throw every single time to your alpha wide receiver, and boy, what a good throw and a good catch right there by Jordan Addison. So obviously, Addison's the alpha because, well, the freaking GOAT isn't playing. And with JJ out, well, the main JJ out, and, of course, Aaron Jones sitting out as a veteran of the preseason, the Vikings are going to want to run the football, especially with the first-year quarterback. He comes from a very heavy rush offense at Michigan. I love the design of this run, and obviously there's going to be so much discussion about the Jordan Mason, Aaron Jones carry split, but this is very interesting. We get a double here, and Mason's job, obviously, is to press and read where the backers are shooting. And guess what? A backside hole opens up. The best blocking tight end in the NFL, Oliver on the backside, loses his block right here. And look at Jalen Naylor, a wide receiver, just dominating his assignment. It was Oliver who makes this mistake. But, man, that is just beautiful, beautiful rush design right there. Then, obviously, if you're running the football well, in 12 personnel, you can get very sexy with the play-action game, and that's exactly what the Vikings decide to do. Jordan Addison running a deeper comeback route, and JJ McCarthy with the guy right in his face while he's getting hit throws a really good ball right here, and that just, I mean, Addison is so good. How many wide receiver twos in the NFL are better than him? Smith, Higgins, I don't know. We'll talk about this more in a second, but it would not shock me if Jordan Mason has more carries than one would think. So you get these iconic Minnesota double teams up the middle, and boy, these DTs are just getting eaten alive, and you're trusting Jordan Mason to read this out. So he gets very creative here. He sees that this is very dirty. These linebackers are pinching in, so he decides to bounce after pressing this hole right into green grass, and we need you to break this tackle of 32, and guess what? He's not quite able to do it, but he does fall forward for a nice gain here on first down. Let's get to this 3rd and 4, and honestly, I don't think this was the worst. The biggest claim to JJ McCarthy's fame, obviously he has some playmaking ability, but goodness gracious, he throws a football with a lot of velocity, and this was a steamer. So I want to show you the end zone angle. Obviously, McCarthy could see this is zone, and he has all day to throw. Once again, this Minnesota Vikings offensive line was, for the most part, really good, and you could see that he sees a window opening up here, and he actually throws it. I don't know if he just got lucky here. He throws it behind this linebacker. I don't know if he was trying to throw it through this window and he just got lucky and this linebacker over pursued. If he intentionally decided to throw it behind him, or the linebacker just moves seeing his eyes, either way, it's either you got lucky or this is just ridiculous vision. Either way, if this ball is on the money, you're thinking that he is a sensei at QB. But it is very inaccurate, just way overthrows him. I would like to ask JJ about this play specifically, but 4th and 4, this is a really good defensive call by the Texans, but even better quarterback play right here by JJ McCarthy. This is really hard to pick up. Obviously, with a crowded line of scrimmage, you're looping one of their blitzers, and guess what? You essentially have unprotected B-gap pressure, and guess what? That's the worst type of pressure outside of A-gap pressure, and, well, JJ McCarthy is able to miss it, right? Because you lose some contain right here from the play side defensive end. I'm not showing this, but Jordan Addison absolutely cooked his man-to-man assignment at the bottom of the screen. You can rewind it and see it for yourself. He looks so freaking good in this limited preseason action. Now, once again, Derek Stingley's not playing, but still, good run right here by McCarthy to pick up the first. So we get a deflected pass at the line of scrimmage. Good play by the end and a good job by the slot corner reading this. This would have been probably a not so good gain, so you avoid a disaster here. I know Aaron Jones is really good, but I am a Jordan Mason believer. I don't just think it was the Shanahan system. If you watched him really closely, he ran so freaking hard. He pushes piles forward, and he's going from one elite rush design to an also elite rush design. So a good run here. So I spent a lot of time studying the NFL this offseason, and I came across a very interesting YouTube video. I can't even quite find it. I know that sounds just so dumb, but it honestly changed my entire perspective on this down right here. 2nd and 1. I believe it should be a throw every single time, in particular out of a heavy personnel, right? Because you're thinking that they're going to run, and, well, you should throw, right? Because even if it's incomplete, it's only going to be 3rd and 1, right? In particular, I like taking vertical shots, but if you want to get sexy and run this outside zone where you leak the fullback into the flats, be my guest. It just doesn't fool this backside backer at all. I do like the design, but the Texans do see it out pretty quickly, and it becomes a negative yardage gain right here. So on some plays, the defense is just going to win, and that's what happens here. It looks as if nothing is open down the field. So once again, we'll see what the All-22 says about that. But McCarthy just avoids a disaster here, throws the football high to Jordan Mason. He can't quite bring it in, and, well, the Vikings kick a field goal. So what do we make of JJ McCarthy? Well, he is for sure going to be the starter, but it's time for some harsh truth here. It is very hard to envision the Vikings being a Super Bowl contender in, I guess you could say, year 1 of the JJ McCarthy era, even though it is indeed year 2. Now, of course, you like Kevin O'Connell, top 5 play caller. Obviously, this receiver, running back, tight end grouping along with this offensive line. Supporting cast, you would have to say the Vikings are top 5 around JJ McCarthy, and that defense has some holes mixed in there. Everything else is fine. I just don't know if McCarthy's going to be ready to take this team to the Super Bowl and for the Vikings to compete in the very difficult NFC North. Are the Vikings going to be a playoff team this year, though? Yes, I believe so. Let me know what you guys think. Do you believe they can win the NFC North? And we'll talk to you soon. It is Power Hour NFL. Boom! Some other fun film studies are floating in your face, and tonight we are doing steaks.